Hey guys, I just wanted to make this quick video to address some of the comments that I've been getting on some of my recent posts on Instagram, specifically referring to some mods that I've been doing for replicants. So if you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen this one recently, or another one that I did with blue handles and a sheep's foot blade. And basically these are mods for replicants, obviously, that are a new blade and new handle scales. So it changes the knife quite a bit. Not only how it flips because of the different weight distribution of the blade, but also because the scales are different, you know, that's interesting. But mostly they completely change how it looks, right? So one of the comments I've been getting a lot, hey Molly, are along the lines of like, oh, is that even a replicant anymore? Can you even call that a rep anymore? Da da da. Is that technically even a rep at this point? And I think, yeah, it's definitely still a replicant. Another YouTuber and balisong enthusiast, balisong caviar, knife caviar, something like that. Great guy. He was talking about how he put these like aluminum scales on his replicant and how he considers it a completely different knife at that point. And on some level I agree with him, because when you modify a knife, as far as flipping goes, it's a different knife. If you have two replicants and one of them is modded and one of them is not modded, they're gonna flip differently. So as from a flipping standpoint, they might as well be different knives. But I like to think, I definitely think that they're still, like, this is still a replicant, just it's a modded replicant, right? So my reasoning for saying that it's still a replicant is that, well, first of all, every one of the parts on this can be taken off and switched out with one from a replicant. They'll all fit, because this is using all the measurements and design as far as function goes and fitting together. It's using all of the replicant's measurements. And for me to call that not a replicant anymore would be like stealing that idea entirely. Second off, it's built to be a mod for a replicant. So like I said, I can take one of these parts and send it to somebody and they can put it on their replicant. So it's not like if I made a full custom knife, somebody could just take one of those parts and slap it on a replicant and it would work. So I guess those are the main parts. It's like, if it has every part interchangeable with the replicant, and if it uses the replicant's measurements, which is pretty much saying the same thing, then in all reality, it is a modified replicant or a mod for the replicant. So yeah, I've got these scales. They weren't made from the replicant scales, but they're made to fit on a replicant. I've got this blade. It's not made from a replicant blade. It's made from a separate piece of steel, but it's made to fit replicants. And I think in the end, that's what really defines what it is. And the way I see it, this is a modified replicant. So yeah, I guess that's my standpoint on that. Get a little bit of flipping in here. Whoopsie daisy. I don't want to drop this or do anything too spectacular, since I'll probably be selling the blade and handles. But yeah, I might as well talk about this one a little bit. I think this one turned out really fucking cool. It's a kukri, as you can tell, with olive drab green handles, and that's a modified version of my pattern I did way back in the spring. I called it rail.